All right, hopefully this is working. Um, this is another web journal. Um, it is July 8th, 2014, and it's about 4:36 in the morning. All right, what's been going on? If hell could be unleashed on me, then hell has been unleashed on me. Over the course of the past 2 months, I suffered a massive jewelry theft that took away just about like over 90% of the stock I had. So yeah, not good. Um, I've been slowly attempting to rebuild and repair, but it's hard because the jewelry theft, the people that stole it, stole over $4,800 worth of jewelry, and that's the value of the jewelry that was stolen. That's not counting parts. So when you start counting parts and stuff, it becomes a lot more expensive. Um, what else has been going on? Well, to combat the problems with the jewelry theft, I took my fund GoFundMe that I had set up for my transition to use to put money back into the business. So I'm what I'm doing is I'm offering jewelry and art and such to people who donate specific amounts on the GoFundMe campaign, which I will put in the notes below so that anyone who wants to help out can do it because all help at this point is very much appreciated. Um, okay, other things that happened within within the last, I would say, 2 days. Well, as of Saturday night, somebody broke into my PayPal account and proceeded to empty it. I was lucky that I was going to the Steampunk Salon at the time here in the Cincinnati area with my friend Aubrey Kelly, and we got lost on our way to the salon, and it was comical. We kept on going around in circles, so we both came to the conclusion that the goddess did not want us going to the salon because something else was going on. So we went over to IHOP, and as we get to IHOP, my my tablet starts pinging, and around that time my phone starts alerting me that these charges are being made. So somebody had hacked my PayPal and was spending money into their account in an attempt to deal with it. So we went back to Aubrey's house, and she and her husband helped me make it through it without turning into a crying, bawling mess of Bree, which, believe me, that was where it was going. Um, so for the last 2 days, I have been sitting on a bed of needles, basically, um, walking on eggshells and such, because, I mean, all of my money was gone. I mean, what do you do when someone steals your livelihood? So, as of tonight, PayPal um, refunded everything that was taken because on Saturday night, myself and Stephen Kelly, Aubrey Kelly's husband, went through and contested every single charge that was made by this person. Um, so, yeah, not very cool. I am going to stand up and show you my outfit. It's not the greatest. Whoop, I apologize. Was not intending to give everybody a panty shot, but it happened. All right, what else? Slowly working towards getting independence. All right, big things are happening. I made it to a therapist in the Cincinnati area, and they take Medicaid, and I am I'm on the path now, officially. So comes down to is I'm seeing the therapist, and she's going to get with some of her, uh, one or whoever of her other patients, and find out what doctors they're seeing so that I can get to a doctor to start administering my meds, because I'm going to run out within the next 3 months here or sooner, depending on when the T blocker runs out. Um, let's see, what else has been going on? Um, Not so much dealing with transphobia. I've been better about it. But then again, I mean, my body has changed so much since I started this about 4 years ago that I look more female when I go out than I do male. And that's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of transitioning, was so that I would be at peace in my own skin. And that's really hard. So, I mean, for those of you that are trans and you're going through transition, just realize that it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. You will you will be facing gender dysphoria all the way through it. And I mean, as I'm learning from other friends that are also trans and have gone through the final surgery, that gender dysphoria doesn't go away. I mean, regardless of the permanent changes that get made to make us whole, it won't go away. So it's a matter of just dealing with it and being yourself, and that's what's important, because I don't want to hear of any trans people trying to harm themselves because they thought there was no way out. The way out is being yourself, regardless of what happens. Um, my mother does know about my transition, which I think I mentioned in my last transition video, but she's not very happy about it. She's slowly dealing. Um, I'm working towards the point where she's hopefully going to start buying me some clothes. I'm trying to convince her to buy me a pair of boots, which would be a big step in the right direction because I need a pair of riding boots. But no hat right now. It's probably in my purse, and I wasn't really in the mood to give a shit. The cameo came from my girlfriend, Lisa, and she and I are still together. We have our moments, but every couple does. Um, it's been interesting trying to reconcile all the things about being in a lesbian relationship, because I mean, the irony is, over the years when I was in relationships with other women before my transition, it was basically a lesbian relationship then, and I didn't realize it. And um, now that I am actually transitioned, in the process of transitioning and trying to deal with all of the changes, I'm in a lesbian relationship and I'm completely content. Um, so yes, it is possible for a cisgender person and a trans person to be together um, in a same-sex relationship, same gender. That's basically what I mean. Um, my hair, I got a haircut. Um, Lisa took me over to Macy's, and so far I am liking my haircut. My father hates it. Um, but I mean, he can deal, because I refuse to go to another hairstylist and sit in their chair crying. And this is what happened the last time I had to get a short haircut. I was literally crying in tears, and the stylist looked at me and she's like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I can't really talk about it." And the entire time I was thinking, I'm cutting away a part of myself. I'm making it harder to be myself by cutting away all this hair. And so, I mean, it's it's the gender dysphoria that does it. I know. I'm dealing with it. I apologize for the mess behind me. My office area has been pretty bad. I've been dealing with depression, um, which is something that I'm going to be speaking more with my therapist about in an attempt to deal more with it. Um, I don't know what I can say about that. Convention-wise, I haven't been to a whole lot of them. I've been to, in recent past, ANG Con, Millennia Con, um, Steampunk Symposium, Marcon. Wanted to go to Origins, but the money just wasn't there. And the money wasn't there because of the theft. When all that jewelry got stolen, I had to use the money I was going to use to go to Origins to repurchase supplies so that I could get started again. Um, I have a whole lot more rings than I ever thought I would, so I'm slowly getting back. What else? I'm I don't know if I'm gonna go to Gen Con because Gen Con is so expensive. I mean, it would be an important thing for my career as a writer, but my career as a writer has been put on hold while I've been working on jewelry and artwork because I'm trying to provide for my son, and the only way I can provide for my son right now is working as a jewelry artist and a graphic artist. I'm One of the things that I'm going to be dealing with my therapist is so that I can get my letter so I can go and start finding a job and trying to find and going in from day one, letting them know that I'm in the process of transitioning. I will be working as a female, and that's the way it is. And that's what's important because I mean, this is a huge step for me because it means that I'm getting things done, things that need to be done, that are important, that are going to help me be more mentally capable to deal with the world and be mentally at peace, because that's really been a hard thing. Um, for the most part, I have done away with the wigs because it's just a matter of I'm tired of it. The wigs aren't real. They're not. No matter what the style is, they're not me because they're not really part of me. Um, I haven't gotten rid of them. They're there in case I want them, but for the most part, I go out as this. So that's kind of the way it is. Um, let's see. Mind's Eye Society. I'm not sure if I'm going to come back to it, and I don't even know why I spent the money to come back because I was I joined it to make friends, and I made my friends, so I succeeded in the mission that I had set for myself. But it's supposedly a live action role playing organization, but the domain that I'm a part of is they're playing tabletop using LARP rules, and I'm just sitting there like, no. If I want a LARP, I'm gonna find a LARP, but I'm not going to pretend to LARP using badly butchered rules that are designed for LARP, not for tabletop. So, I'm going to look into OWVN and maybe see what I can, maybe see if it's changed enough for me to come back to it. If it has, then it's not all that expensive because it just means costuming and driving. Um, I spoke with somebody at the dock at Darkotica about maybe checking out the Cincinnati group for Mind's Eye Society. Don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but I mean, you gotta try. I mean, that's the important thing in life. You just try and see what you can do. make things better. And I mean, for the most part, I've got a gaming group on Youth on Fridays, and we've been doing like this sci-fi Ravenloft thing that I've been running, and it's been a great, it's been a lot of fun. Um, my friend Aubrey and Lisa play in it. My son plays in it, and I came out to the other player in the group, which because of my normal living situation, I don't get to wear makeup all that often because my mother doesn't want to see it, and my father is the biggest homophobe in the world. So, I mean, dangerous. I'm not going to put myself in harm or risk my son and I becoming homeless. So, Lisa and I are working on the whole goal of getting an apartment together so that she and I and Alex, that's my son's name. This is the first time I think I've ever mentioned it in one of my videos, but I'm healing. I'm slowly getting some of this courage back. Um, we're gonna try to get our own place and get me out of here so that I can be living as a female all the time and not in some um, gender neutral style, which believe me drives me crazy because once you get up to the point of having C-cup breasts, there's no real hiding your transition. Words of advice to other trans people: don't give up hope. Um, talk to the other trans people around you and see what they can do to help you. Don't lean on them as a crutch. Use them as a resource and as friends and support when you need it, but don't drop your entire weight on them because they've got enough problems on their own. Be there for a friend to them, and they will be a friend to you. Like I always say in my videos, if you want to reach me, you can. I'm just gonna give my business email address because it's simpler and it's easier so that people won't forget it so badly. It's Bree Orlock Designs at gmail.com, and I'm going to spell it out. BreeOrlockDesigns at gmail.com. So if you have questions about how to deal with trans people, because I know that there's going to be non-trans people watching my videos, feel free to email me if you're trans and you need some support. You need someone to talk to about what you're going through in the whole process of your transition. Do not hesitate to contact me because the way I see it is I'm going to be a big sister to everybody. I was an activist before and I'm going to be an activist again. The difference is I just won't take crap from anybody. It's like I tell my girlfriend. I don't sugarcoat things. I just tell things like they are. Alright. So, that's the way it's going to be. And I don't know what else I can tell you other than to don't give up hope. Every day is a new beginning. And one thing to remember is everybody deserves second chances. Everyone. I mean, especially those of us that are trans, because I remember how I used to act. I used to be an asshole. I was miserable. And it was because I wasn't being myself. Once I finally started being myself, that negative behavior just went away. So that's what I'm saying. Be yourself and be happy. And then happiness will find you. So, this is going to be the end of my video. I'm going to repeat the date. It is July 8th, 2014, and it is 4:55 a.m. in the morning now. Much love to everyone. Don't give up hope. And I love you all. Bye bye.